or you're a single mom. But I don't let that judgment define me. That's the one thing I will not allow in my life. Whatever judgment comes my way doesn't define me, not as a mom, or a professionist, or as a person.
In society, it's kind of expected that a woman kind of gives up on career almost, so that she has to play the lead role in the family.
You know, in the process of being a widower as a man, I realized that I was definitely afforded a lot more help and leeway being a man versus what I've seen a lot of single mothers go through.
I mean, I grew up hearing the term working mom, and I never once heard the term working dad.
Yeah, of course, I've never heard somebody say, oh, you're a working dad. I've never gotten that in the 9 years I've been a single father on top of that.
All the kind of gender norms and gender stereotypes that come along with being a mom, and I do this kind of work and your dad does this kind of work, and it's all garbage. I just, from the beginning, since my kids have been toddlers, I've just blown it all out of the water. There's no such thing as a thing that only mom does in this house. I'm not the only one that does the laundry. Your dad's not the only one that does the snow blowing in the winter. We swap these chores, we swap these roles. I can't influence every major company in the world right now, but I can do that. I can work on this little micro system that I've got going on in my house.
Do you think there is a stigma around men or dads taking time off?
Absolutely, there is. And there is because somehow it's not considered important. I was reflecting back on the time when I did decide to take the parental leave. People were surprised because, the business always needs you. So it's never a good time to actually go on, call it a 18-week parental leave. And actually, I'm glad I did it because it was so critical for my marriage and for my early days with my child. And when I came back to work, actually, what I found was that the female associates actually had even more respect for me for actually sticking to what I really believed in and taking that chance.
During the pandemic, everything fell apart for everyone, but especially working parents and working families. And now that we're restabilizing as a society, employers are figuring out that there's not a real separation between that work life, that professional person, and mom or dad, that home life, that home persona. They've always been connected, they've always been intertwined, and it became really, really obvious during the pandemic. If you need more support, ask for it, because employers are really listening now in a way that they never have been before.
Parenting is shifting, and we have to shift with it as well. So if we are thinking about evolving in different ways, being a single mom, being a single dad, changing the way family structure looks like, now is the time. But the most important thing is to do it being authentic to yourself, not feeling guilty, but asking for help and enjoying the ride, because I think parenthood is fantastic.